Hi there, I'm Linda Murray. I'm an executive coach, facilitator, and the director at Athena Leadership Academy. As a leader, one thing that's absolutely crucial to your success is really having that strong support network around you. Many people feel that they have to actually do everything on their own to be at the top of their game, but in fact, that's not entirely true. By creating that strong network around you, it really allows you to ensure that your success remains on track without spreading yourself too thin and achieving less than your best. The reality is that to succeed in your role, you must have a strong network of people around you, whether these are your family, your friends, employees, direct reports, might even be clients and suppliers. Whatever your role, if they understand your vision and where you're headed, they can actually support you in achieving those goals. So let's look at the different types of networks we need. As a leader, you need to build more than one network. So there's a great Harvard Business Review article that talks about the 3 key relationship categories: operational, strategic, and personal. And that makes complete sense, right? So let's look at each of these. Operational networks really focus on getting work done. So your network will be built from the people you work with. Strategic networks focuses more broadly on organizational development and your personal and organizational goals. So your network would be made up of stakeholders and influential people in your industry. Your personal network covers your own personal and professional development. So this network would include people like coaches, mentors, colleagues, but also friends, those friends who really cheerlead for us. So who is in your A team, I like to think of it. As you can see, each of these networks has its own function and focus, but sometimes even experienced leaders make the mistake of trying to build just one network to cover everything. So while members of one network might also belong to another category, it's important that you populate your networks with people who can properly support you and guide you. So take a look at your current networks. Do you have support across these 3 key areas? And if not, it's probably time to start looking at the right people to start networking with. So when it comes to getting support from your networks, be really clear and concise with those in your network. Let them know what support you need. If you don't ask, how would they know how to help you? Also, share with them what your vision is. Where is it that you're going? What are your aspirations? Or if you're needing help and support in a certain area, what are the deadlines? What are the requirements? And how can people help? Also, share your successes and failures with them. People actually really appreciate hearing people's wins, but also a bit of vulnerability as well. So ask for advice, referrals, introductions when you need them. So ultimately, clear communication is what's needed to allow you to perform well in your role as a leader. By ensuring that all of these different networks are in place and that they all have the same mindset and goals means that you always have someone who can shoulder the burden with you. And it's always nice to be able to lighten the load like that. I think you'll agree being a leader can be a really stressful and tiring role, but it will be a lot easier when you have the right support network in place. So think about it. Do you have a strong support network in place? And if you'd like to know more about creating strategic networks, feel free to reach out and get in touch. I've got a great workshop on building strategic relationships, which is really good for leaders and also their teams. We can do it as a standalone workshop or part of a more comprehensive development program. So it's great for team morale and motivation and has had huge impacts on lots of our clients. So until next time, here's to your success.